Greetings, incredible LTDE 3302 students. Welcome to Module Week 4 of Principles of Adult Learning. This module is entitled Transforming Instructional Design for Adult Learning with Digital Tools and Resources. Let's first explore the learning resources for Module Week 4. This week, you will focus on ways in which digital tools and resources, when implemented with intentionality towards student-centered learning experiences for adults, transform instructional design endeavors to create more meaningful and memorable learning experiences. Before diving into the assignments for this week, please be sure that you thoroughly review the following 3 websites: Designing Technology for Adult Learners, Support and Scaffolding, Technology Tools, Resources List for Working with Adult Learners, and A Digital Awakening for Adult Education. Let's now look at the assignments for Module Week 4. This week, you will engage in Discussion Board Forum 3 as well as Discussion Board Forum 4. Please pay careful attention to the due dates for each Discussion Board Forum as they differ a bit from previous Discussion Board Forums. In Module Week 3, you became acquainted with a variety of digital tools and resources that serve to enhance adult learning experiences. This week, you will have the opportunity to share your content curation of resources for adult learners for peer review. Peer review is a very significant component of this particular course, as well as all of our LTDE courses, as together, when we engage in reciprocal learning experiences, we grow not only as students, but also as future instructional designers. And so it is incredibly important that we have the opportunity to review one another's work and to learn from one another as a result. You will individually review and provide feedback to a minimum of 2 colleagues through this discussion board forum. However, the more resources you review, the more you will learn through this discussion forum. For this initial post, there is no required word count. You will simply submit your assignment as a Word document to this discussion board forum. Please be sure that you submit your initial thread, which is your assignment, your completed content curation of resources for adult learners, as a Word document by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. of Module Week 4, and you will reply to 2 classmates by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. of Module Week 4. For your replies, please review and provide feedback on 2 of your classmates' collection of resources. Specifically, please focus on resources shared by colleagues that are new to you. In each discussion board forum reply, please discuss at least 2 new resources you discovered as a result of your colleague's initial post. Share about how you will utilize each resource in your work with adult learners as an instructional designer. Ultimately, you should review and discuss at least 4 resources, 2 from each of the classmates' posts that you review that are new to you. And of course, this is your opportunity to focus on real-life applications, making learning experiences even more meaningful. Let's now look at Discussion Board Forum 4. Again, in Module Week 3, you had the opportunity to become acquainted with a variety of digital tools and resources. For this discussion board forum, you will have the opportunity to actually speak your replies to classmates instead of just to write your replies in a post. What you will want to do is think through the following 2 prompts. First, in your opinion, and based on your reading and video assignments thus far, please share the names and information for accessing your favorite 5 adult learning resources. And these can be 5 resources from the 20 resources you provided in your content curation assignment. For each of these 5 resources, why do you believe this particular resource is especially helpful to instructional designers working with adult learners? So basically, you are wanting to take your 5 most favorite resources of the 20 resources you shared, or maybe 5 that you've come up with since sharing your 20 resources, and you want to talk about why these resources are especially helpful to instructional designers who are working with adult learners. You are going to use Vocaroo to speak your response to classmates, and in the event that you've never before used Vocaroo, there's a brief tutorial that you can view on how to use Vocaroo. It is a very, very easy to use tool. It's a very effective tool, not only for working with younger learners, not only for working with EC12 learners, but also working with adult learners. As instructional designers, you must also beware of ADA compliance laws. To make sure you are in compliance with your audio presentation, you should also include a Word document transcript you create based on your presentation or based on your initial thread in this discussion board forum. And so your presentation, again, of 5 resources, as well as a thorough explanation of why these resources are particularly helpful to instructional designers working with adult learners. So it won't be a presentation in the traditional sense with a slide deck, but instead you will be using Vocaroo to express your findings, and you'll also have a Word transcript that details what you shared in Vocaroo for ADA compliance reasons. For this initial thread, you'll simply post a link to your audio recording and a Word document of your transcript. Additional text written for this initial post is not required. After you have posted your initial thread, you'll want to reply to at least 2 classmates with audio recordings created using Vocaroo. You should also include a transcript as a Word document for your replies. Please ensure, as you are replying, that you share how you will utilize at least one of the resources your colleague mentioned within your own instructional design endeavors. So specifically, you are responding to at least one classmate to whom you have not replied in a previous discussion board forum, but you will be responding to 2 classmates total. And in each response to your classmates, you will want to describe how you would use one of the tools, one of the 5 tools that they have shared about within their initial post. For your replies to classmates, as you did in your initial post, you will simply post a link to your audio recordings and your Word document transcripts. Additional text is not required. You will submit your initial thread on Thursday and your replies to 2 classmates by Sunday of Module Week 4. Thank you in advance for your dedication to excellence through each and every step of the journey. At the conclusion of Module Week 4, you will have reached the halfway mark of our course. I appreciate your excellent work, and I am grateful for how you will continue to persevere in creating exceptional instructional design experiences and artifacts of learning over the coming weeks. God bless you all.